and press the button.
I hope that made that in.
I hope it did. How's it hanging at YouTube? We're as professional as ever. Do you know what? It's not my fault. So the new friggin' StreamYard thing has got, when you click go live, sometimes it adds your logo video thing. Sometimes it doesn't. And of course, I've switched it off when we did One Good Scare Show the other night, Mr. Keegan, and forgot.
No, you didn't, because it did the outro.
No, I did the outro. I did the outro,
yeah.
but it didn't do the intro. Yeah, it didn't.
Right,
I just like to remind people, of the Prime channel. Do you know what I mean? It's end on a high. Anyway, hello, gentlemen. It's nice to see you all. We should have Super Sorrel joining us soon. Hopefully, if he doesn't, Simon can talk about his doll slides. So that'll be fun. But as ever, we're joined by some of my best pals on YouTube. We have got James T of the Keegan, who's reading his phone instead of listening.
I have an emergency text, but ayo, what's up?
Ayo, an emergency text.
Yes, I have to answer.
Okay. Do you need to disappear?
No. I just do it here. I just have to send a message.
Not that emergency.
Why don't you mind your goddamn business?
Emergency. The kebab shop's shutting early. Something like that, is it?
I had a kebab earlier today.
I'm sure you did.
I had a kebab, right, on the seafront.
The Guinness is slightly warm.
I had a kebab on the seafront, and the person I was with said, throw a chip to one of the birds. And I was like, I don't want it. I was like, give the bird a chip.
Now, hang on. Is this a sexist joke, or is it a proper bird?
This is what happened. Yeah, no.
Hurling
an actual
chips
bird,
at some
like a crow, right? I threw it like a fucking swarmed.
Yeah,
by seagulls. I had seagulls, and I got shot on. I had to put my jeans in the wash.
By a crow?
No, by a seagull, because the seagulls came down and attacked because I gave the crow a chip.
Oh,
so
okay.
I don't know if I believe you, James. It was
today's my lucky day, apparently.
It was a seagull, James, wasn't it? It wasn't a crow.
No, the seagull shit on me, but it was a crow. I wouldn't give a seagull a chip. I don't like seagulls. I like crows and robins and stuff, but I don't like seagulls.
Jesus, we're starting off strong tonight. Yeah. Okay, we've also got Luke from Hydra Collectibles. How are you, Luke?
I was going to say it's good to be back, but after that little rant, I'm not too sure. Yeah, it's been a long while since we've been on a stream together, so I'm looking forward to this.
Good stuff. And comic lad Simon.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello, Simon. Hello, how are you, Simon?
I'm all right. I'm all good.
You're all good. Good stuff. Always nice to see you, Simon. Right, let's see who we've got in the chat tonight. We have got Terry Deadman. Good evening, geek people. We'll be sitting in the corner listening to Geek Things, still reading last week's geek material. Good stuff. Thank you, Terry. And I hope you and your missus are feeling better this week, Terry. We've got Dr. Von Hoot. Hoot. Nice to see you, Von Hoot. Hope you're doing well, bud. We've got Andy. Always a pleasure to see you, Andy. And we've got Jack. Always nice to see you, Jack. And we have got Connie. Oh, my God. Hey, look, it's nerds. Indeed, it is, Connie. Indeed, it is. Connie was an absolute joy at Thought Bubble because which is just very entertaining, I have to say. So, Connie, it's always nice to see you. We have got Lord of the Dunlops, Fuzzy. Yes, I am here. Rejoice. Nice to see you, Fuzzy. Fuzzy's picking up some incredible books at the moment, guys. If you don't follow Fuzzy over on Instagram, make sure you check out his feed because he's always dropping some incredible cover bombs. Fuzzy, let us know in the chat how many Scotty Young covers have you got now? I reckon you must be at least 350, are you? I know you keep a count. So you maybe 400, maybe?
Maybe 400 or 500, I reckon. Yeah.
Let one know in the chat. Excuse me. We've got Wayne Deegan. Nice to see you, Wayne. Wayne dropping some superb videos again over on YouTube, so please do check him out. Tell her to wait, James. Get her told. This is the emergency kebab text. Who has a kebab in the day?
When
James,
is an appropriate time to have a kebab then?
Nighttime when you're drunk.
It's
you only eat
windy,
kebab.
cold day.
Yeah. No. You only eat kebab meat when you're drunk. In fact, even then it's a push.
Maybe a bit on a pizza, but other than that, it's still an evening thing, not a day.
on a pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza.
That
I've had a
traditional,
kebab pizza, but it's
that
weird.
traditional Italian delicacy, kebab pizza. I don't remember spotting that in Gino's restaurant when I was there, but never mind. I'm
It was
sure
actually a
it's
kebab
very nice.
tray. It was like a chip tray with kebab meat on top. It was very nice, I have to say.
You
Very
filth.
good.
We won landfill.
Oh, this is the crows. Some crows out and about.
With seagulls.
Seagulls, yeah. Were the crows white by any chance, James? Were they?
No.
Yellow beaks, yeah. I was in North Shields today. I watched a seagull snatch a steak. Oh, I'd kill it. Taking a steak bake. Do you know how much they are? A steak bake out of an old fella's hands outside the casino on Main Street. Shocking behaviour. Big day for seagulls. Yeah. Who would have thought we would have started with Toy Show Off with such detailed discussion about seagulls? I used to remember the days I was sick of Luke's face. Feels nice to see him. Yeah, it'll wear off, Fuzzy. It'll wear off. The OG gang is back. Absolutely. See, I was right, Simon. 367. 300.
Yeah.
You didn't say 367 specifically.
You
No,
said
I said
300.
around about 350, didn't I? And Simon went, "Oh no, it's more than that.
You can't
It's
be
about
that-
5
you can't be
billion.
that
He's got
specific,
5
though.
billion.
I'm on
You know what I
Simon's
mean?
side this time, I think. I don't think you got it right.
What's nearer, 350 or 450 to that number?
It's completely irrelevant, Pete. 'Cause
Oh,
you didn't say
oh,
367.
yeah.
You can say, "Oh, I said it was 367." No, you didn't.
No, I said it was near 350. Oh, fucking hell, I tell you what. Anyway, let's move on.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
So I've dismissed him. That's what I like about Connie. I forgot he's got control. That's what I like about Connie. A good story and the exact location. I respect the details. Exactly, Connie. Exactly. Anyway, chaps, let's crack on and talk some toys because we've got shit tons to get through tonight. Because as usual, two of our colleagues couldn't stick to the rules, but never mind. We'll crack.
meant
Now,
to be
I
broken.
sent an extra slide as an additional piece of info on one
So you sent
topic,
6
and it's
slides.
out of respect of someone who's passed away. And
you
Peter had
sent
the
6 slides.
audacity to complain about it. Well, I can't use 2 slides for one topic, like for one thing.
So he sent 6 slides.
Yeah.
I mean, technically,
I
yes.
mean, we're back to the conversation
What?
you just
This is a
berated
whole
me for.
this
Did
is an
or did you not
arbitrary.
send-
This
did
is so
or did you
arbitrary
not
because you
send
can
6
put
slides?
you could put 10 topics on one slide and talk about it for
Did,
half
and
an
I
hour.
have because I've stick to the rules.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. I'll
Luke, how
shoehorn
many
it in
slides
next
did
time.
you send, Luke?
5, and even that was a push.
Good man, good man. Simon, how many did you send?
Maybe 6.
And one of them's a holiday snap slide.
Yeah.
So. Connie, I have to warn the people not to be eating their steak bakes at Main Street and North Shields if they take my Greg's out of 100 for sport. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so we'll start off with some Simon level goodness. Let's see how many of these character names you can get.
Well, they're on the boxes, so it's easy. So, but,
You're learning, Simon. Well done. Can you read?
yeah, just.
That's harsh.
So-
That's harsh for you.
Some Black Series. I haven't been on here a while, so just some updates. We've got Obi-Wan Kenobi and a clone trooper coming out from the Clone of the Republic era. I've already got the one of these, which looks really good with the Yoda and one of the troopers, which is amazing. So that'll go really well. Then we have on the Clone Wars side, Savage Press. Which I'm really looking forward to. That'll be a really, really popular character, I think. Then Luminara Undi, I can't pronounce it. Luminara Undi or whatever.
Simon, I'm lost. Which one's that?
That one at the top, the Clone Wars. red
That
one.
one. Thanks, Simon. Yeah,
That one. Joe, that one there.
that one at the top. Which one at the top?
It's
Simon?
the top third one
Top
over
one.
from the right
Yeah.
Oh,
the-
red
The
background
like with the green lightsaber.
with the green
Yeah,
lightsaber.
yeah.
Okay.
Luminara. She's a
Luminara.
yeah, she's in the prequels.
And then we've got the new pirate captain Brutus. Have you all watched all the new show?
Yeah, I've watched the
Stop.
first 2 episodes.
I really enjoyed it.
I thought it was pretty good, to be honest. I mean, it's
Yeah.
very I don't think it's designed for my age range.
Mhm.
It's the more kiddie friendly.
What
I
is
think.
designed for your age range other than bloody prune juice and you know
Last
Anyway.
of the summer wine, that kind of stuff. It's all
We've also got Neil, the elephant kid. He's coming out.
Sorry,
The whole
Simon.
set
Sorry,
is-
we'll
the
hold you.
whole
Just
set's
keep
coming out
pushing
from the
through,
Skeleton
Simon.
Crew. So then Sabula from the Phantom Menace, and then
Sabulba. What did you say? Sabula.
Sabulba. What? Yeah. Okay. Jedi Master Kelanaka, I think.
Kanaka from
This is
Yeah.
tremendous.
He did start
Knock
this by
from
saying their
Backlash.
names were on the box, right?
Yeah.
and therefore he will not get them incorrect.
And I said, "Can you read?" and people mocked. But I think what we're
So,
demonstrating here.
Hang on a moment. So, yeah, I'll rife about it in a minute. You know this one, James, because I haven't played as much Jedi Survivor. So that's Dagan Gera,
Dagan Gera,
So
yeah, she's the kind of main villain from the
main
game.
villain. So yeah, that's coming out for the Jedi Survivor one. So,
Yeah.
so
Sort
yeah,
of
all these-
I don't remember a gold B1 in the game, so I don't know if there's like a specific
yeah,
generic enemy type that's
yeah.
a gold one, because they're in the game. They're sort of like a bounty hunter faction.
So I just want to point out, obviously, so Hasbro has changed these boxes, and so this is me rifing because I mentioned it last time. So at the top there, that
Riffing.
was how
Did you say rifing?
rifing, yeah,
Riffing, you mean?
riffing.
Is rifing a word?
No, it's rifing.
I'm
Anyway,
I'm just assuming this is some down with the kids lingo that I'm not familiar with because I wanted to say I've
Rifing.
never heard the term rifing, but
I've never heard. I think
I
he's
trust in Simon.
mispronouncing the word.
no,
riffing.
I trust in Simon.
It's
Simon
not
is
just me
much,
riffing here.
Simon is much nearer to the youth of today than you are.
Anyway,
Mr. Keegan.
so
Yeah.
Okay.
Rife
the
away,
one-
Simon.
the one at the top left, the Obi-Wan, is the original packaging that we've all known. They've gone back to Windows from being windowless, which is Hasbro not deciding what to do and trying to save plastic, but then they went back to Windows. Now they've gone to these square boxes rather than having the sort of curve on the side. So it's just annoying when I've got the collection and you put it next to it and then it sort of messes it up, the Muriel. So
Yeah, you want consistency with your boxes.
yeah, I want
Yeah, that's
consistency
fair,
on the boxes.
I think.
And,
So it's
and they put the names down the sides rather than at the bottom. So it's
I
hard to
feel,
read.
Simon, it's early into the show, and I appreciate we've
Yeah.
gone at you hard straight away, and particularly Mr. Keegan because he's mean. But you know, I feel we've gone at you hard straight off the. But I do need to point out, we seem to spend a lot of time in your sections talking about card boxes and how they
Yeah.
look on shelves and things.
Yeah.
Are you the kind of person that if you go out the house, you have to like switch the light off 5 times and things like that, or count how many times you turn the
No,
door?
it's a mild OCD. I get it.
Yeah.
Well, it's like how you want all CGC. You don't want one CBCS slap. You know?
The solution
consistency.
would be is put
Take
these
them out the
boxes on a
box.
different shelf.
Yeah, or take them out the box, Luke.
Well, some of
take
them are
them
in
out
the
the
same
Then
like
but they follow the mural.
line.
They've
Yeah.
made a whole massive long mural, Luke, and I have space for them.
Right.
And going from these side angle ones, they all look good, and then to a square box, it just doesn't work as well. So I can see why they've done it. They've merged 2 boxes together basically. So
Yeah.
with this new
Anyway.
design. It's like, why change the design when it wasn't broke? You know.
Frustrating for you, Simon. I
It is
feel your
frustrating.
pain. Feel your pain.
Yeah.
Okay. 1/6 shit. So this is some third-party figures, and you'll notice I've managed to condense 3 different images onto one slide here, James. So what we've got is a third-party Trump, which comes with 2 head sculpts, one with blood splatter, and his little podium. I'll not be buying that. Any of you guys fancy buying a Trump 1/6 scale figure? No, you sure? I mean, look,
It's amazing how like cartoonish he looks in real life that they can't get the sculpt right on on him. Do you know what I mean? It just looks so off. Like
I just think this is awful. It's just awful.
it's not
We've-
orange enough. I think.
No, yeah, not enough fake tan on that one.
Yeah.
We've then got the Grinch, which the head sculpt is pretty good, but its body's strange. It's that's like a furry costume he's wearing. I don't know how else you would have done it, but it looks all right. A lot of people have got quite excited about this, particularly if you're a Jim Carrey fan, I guess. again, not a one for me, I don't think. Now, are you guys familiar with the DC Elseworlds series, issue, Gotham by Gaslight, which is recently turned into an animated?
One of my favorite Batman stories.
Yeah, Batman's set in kind of Victorian era, fighting Jack the Ripper, in fact. Really, really cool series. Just got a sequel, Gotham by Gaslight, the Kryptonian Saga, or Age, or something I think it's called. Like I say, got an animated thing. I've read the book. I like the book. Would I say it's my favourite? Probably not. It's a one I have read and enjoyed. Heard that they were doing this 1/6 scale figure. Some of the images have just come out now. That's real leather, cape and boots. It comes with a grapple gun, 2 head sculpts, and a whole hoard of knives, bat knives. I friggin' love that. So much so that I've ordered it immediately. So I've got that one coming. I don't know why. I'm not familiar really with or overly enamored with the character, but I just think the actual figure, the aesthetic of it, looks pretty damn good. So I've got a bit of a multiverse of Batman going on at the moment. So yeah, quite like that one. What do you guys think of that figure?
Well, hearing you talk about it, I wish you threw in an additional slide so we could see more.
Exactly.
I should have looked. If it gave it a standalone,
yeah.
I went for quantity, piece of another topic. Yeah.
So what do you think?
Do you like the figure? I can't really see the details, to be honest, man. I have to squint a little bit. It's so.
I like the cow. I like all that. Yeah.
Pretty cool. I'm looking forward to getting that.
I've always liked that design, though. I've always liked Victorian era. Is aesthetically really cool, so it's cool to see a Batman costume. I'm not gonna get it myself because it just doesn't fit in my collection, I guess. But it's a cool one.
Fuzzy fun fact time. Go on then. It's in the 16th century. The word toy was used to mean amorous dalliance. I don't know what amorous dalliance means.
That.
Well, yeah. The knee-high boots are a bit sus. Oh, fuzzy. I like a nice leather knee-high boot. Anyway, let's move on from that. So next, gaming.
Well, so I'll just leave then, will I? You can just skip me. How about that?
Okay, so James is left.
Such a dick. So the Game Awards are on Thursday, and here's just the list of the nominees. Now, they've changed the rules for this year. So previously, remakes couldn't be considered, remasters couldn't be considered, and DLC, downloadable content, couldn't be. So they changed it, I think, purely to get the Elden Ring DLC up there. So that's nominated for several categories. I would imagine that's probably going to win Game of the Year. I don't think it should, because it's not actually a game. Like, you have to play through 2/3 of Elden Ring to access that and then buy it separately, so I think it's a bit weird. I'm very happy to see Astrobot nominated. I'm hoping that would win. It's my favorite game of the year. Black Myth Wukong, everybody really liked. Simon, I know you played that. You're a fan of that?
I didn't know. I never played it in the end.
Did you not play it? No.
My cousin had it. It is good. So
yeah. Metaphor Refantasio is like a kind of anime style. I think it's like a JRPG kind of thing. Final Fantasy Rebirth, and then Balatro is like a card game. So I think that's really interesting. Apparently, it's amazing. Like, it's just really.
I've seen a few Twitch people play it. It's really weird.
It's like
they have
game,
the jokers,
it's
and you get dashed like a play set of cards, and you can switch it from suits, or what's the other way to suits? Something else, and you have to choose to beat the Joker or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. Impressive for like a small mobile card game to be nominated for Game of the Year. So I think that's cool. I'm hoping Astrobot takes it. But like, there'll be tons of, like, it's funny. I think last year this is the same thing where we had this show a couple of days before the Game Awards, because there's going to be like 20 or 30 games announced. So next month we're going to have chock-a-block of slides. But yeah, I'm excited to see. It's Thursday night.
Is that Elden Ring? Is that a sequel? Because I played the first
downloadable content.
Okay, right, got you.
So it's an expansion pack, which is why they've changed the rules to include it so that it could be nominated, which is sort of strange. But Silent Hill 2 is nominated for a few awards. I think that deserves it because it's like a complete retooling of that original game. Whereas when you just like up the graphics a little bit, I don't think that should be considered. But like, they should just have a best DLC or best remake category. I think. I don't know why. Yeah, this is taking the place of something like Stellar Blade that could have gone there instead.
Do they not have any? We've not got any like first-person shooters and things on there. So
no, well, there's best action game, best adventure game, all that kind of best performance, all that kind of stuff. So this is just overall game of the year. So my guess is that Elden Ring will take it. But I'd really love to see Astrobot win. Really cool.
Black Myth Wukong, whatever it is, got an in-art 1/6 scale figure release, and it was absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely
Yeah, it looks
phenomenal.
amazing. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
haven't
looks
played it
very,
myself
very
now. I've heard just nothing but great things about it, so I really want to go at some point.
Okay, Luke, you're up.
Yeah, so like everyone has already said, it's been a while since we were last on, and this is the stuff that we're getting from Mythic Legions or Figura Obscura, which is one of their sister lines. We're getting this massive dragon. Now, there's not a whole lot of details about this at the moment, other than the fact that we know we're getting it. They recently had it was the 10-year anniversary of Mythic Legions, but the 25-year anniversary of Four Horsemen Studios overall. Four Horsemen Studios being quite well known for making all like He-Man figures and stuff like that in the past. So yeah, really excited. This thing's going to be huge. It's going to be like 3.5 foot, 4 foot long from the head to the tail. It's going to be massive. But yeah, they had their own little, I guess, their version of a convention, Legions Con, where they basically announced and showed all of this cool stuff that they had coming. So I'm really excited for it all. I don't know. What do you want me to do about the?
Cover it, because I'm not sure
one?
if he's going to
Cover
come,
it.
so he may as well cover it. Yeah.
So in the top corner there, we've got the Figura Obscura action figure. This is where they take characters from literature and basically do you an action figure. So we recently had the Frankenstein's monster, and now we have this, which is the Ghost of Christmas Past. The different references to the story don't really quite say what that particular spirit looks like. That's always quite varied, but I think this is a really nice depiction of that character, and the additional face swaps that you can have with it. You can have her looking very pretty, very like angelic, or you can make her looking more like a deceased corpse. Either way, it's a fantastic figure, and one that I've already got here.
Oh, nice.
So I've got a second on the way, because once I opened it, they actually give you every Christmas, there's like a hidden item within the box. And over the years, we've had different things. And in this one, you get something I'm not allowed to say, I'm afraid. They've told everyone to keep it quiet. So I'm going to respect that. But the item made me want to buy another. So maybe after Christmas, I'll be able to tell you guys what that was and show you what I was able to create using this figure.
Very cool. Very cool. I know Sorrel was talking about this on a show I was on with him on Sunday. It's fair to say he wasn't blown away, but I think he might be picking a one up anyway.
So the main reason why I love this is because I like to customize and I like to swap and change and repaint things and do stuff. This is the first time that we're given like a very clean looking, cleanly sculpted female form body. So underneath all that dress, you can take off the additional arms and you've just got like a plain body that you can use to customize, repaint, tool your own sculpts and everything over the top. So for me, that's why I bought two. I wanted to keep one as is and have another to make something else.
Nice. I do like the sculpt on the Snake Men, mind. I think they look very good. I like them. I like them a lot. Smashing. Anything else to add on this, Luke? Should we move on?
No, not really. I mean, like I say, the dragon, we don't really know any more about it until January. Those Snake Men were actually the convention exclusive that you could pick up if you were there. I was able to get a friend to grab me one, so I do have one of those already, but they'll be up on the website again probably in January for people to order. The Christmas figure is actually ending tonight, so if you want one, you got to grab it now on their website, which is storehorseman.com. And the other stuff like the lion, etc., that's all coming later down the line.
Fuzzy saying, so you buy something, then you give you something you're not allowed to talk about. I don't understand. I think it's to try and maintain the suspense and the mystery, Fuzzy. Okay, moving on. I do like these, Simon. I do like these.
So these will be up for pre-order soon, and I'm sure Luke likes these as well. So we've got I don't know what version of Spider-Man that is. The Spider-Man Unlimited version.
It's from the cartoon, is it?
Yeah, the sequel series to the animated series. In the 90s, it was like a one-season thing. It's on Disney Plus. Terrible show, horrendous.
Yeah, awful. I didn't like it either.
I love that costume design though.
The costume's pretty cool.
I'm very tempted to get that. To be honest, just to keep it in its box even. I love.
Then we have Agent Venom, which is a new fan favorite, I think. The big one would be Spider-Boy, first Spider-Boy.
Yeah, he's really hit it high, and I like the fact you get the two different head sculpts, so you get the two different versions of his his kind of his fanged face and his non-fanged face, which is pretty cool.
I think that'll sell out really quickly, that one.
Yeah.
So we've got the chameleon, which is really cool. I don't know this figure, Luke. What Marvel's Kane?
Yeah.
You don't know Kane? You're a kid
Not
of
from
the
the animated.
90s.
Yeah, and I can't remember that in the animated.
Isn't it?
All to do with the Clone Saga,
Yeah, yeah.
massive
Right.
storyline, run for
Clone.
years.
Okay.
He's
And I'm
basically
sure
the first clone of
The
Spider-Man.
woman at Electro as well, the Francine Freya, is she in that as well, or
Not from the same story arc.
not the
No, it
same
comes
storyline.
much later on.
Okay, but yeah, they're all really cool figures. So yeah, looking, and so as it says, 12th to 12th. I would guess for GMT, would that be the day after the 13th? I think would be pre-orders for the UK. Usually it's a day after from the American pre-orders. So.
Okay, don't know, Simon. Nice figures, but I do like the look of them. I like the card design as well. Yeah, they look pretty cool. Nice figures. Some more Hot Toy stuff. We've got the Anti-Venom costume from the Spider-Man 2 arcade game. This is the white costume, obviously.
Did you just say arcade game?
Sorry, video game. Yeah.
Yeah.
From the Wii console things that you play on. Did a Spectrum or something? I think it's on a Spectrum. You're on a Spectrum. So yeah, it's the Anti-Venom costume. Obviously, if you're a comic book fan, you know this costume more from the comic books. I kind of wish. I think they would double the money almost if they gave you the kind of the swap out head with the kind of the Venom-esque look to it as well.
I have to say the head looks a bit like paper mache.
It's the texture of the costume, Simon. It's the same on a lot of these
because
figures.
it's like a symbiote.
The Venom, yeah, it's got like a kind of a bubbly side to it. It's interesting.
Of the black one.
Yeah, absolutely. Not for me, but yeah, nice to have that option. We've then got a re-release or an updated version of Captain America Stealth Suit. I really like this. This has got a new head sculpt for Chris Evans there. A couple of different faceplate swap outs. I love that costume. Is it a one that I'm going to pick up? Probably not, but I do think the sculpt is pretty good. Yeah, looks cool. Proportions are good.
I don't think it looks like him from that movie, though. I think it looks like more like an Endgame.
Yeah. So a lot of people have said that. A lot of people have said that it looks like the Endgame sculpt more than that movie. We've then got X-23. So we've got news that they're going to be putting out a hell of a lot of the Deadpool and Wolverine side characters. So we're going to be getting an Elektra, a Blade, a Gambit, and all that lot. First one out the shop from the non-Deadpool kind of figures is X-23. I think this looks pretty damn good. I like the fact you get a Juggernaut helmet with it. You do get the foot blades as well as the hand blades, which is nice, and the shades. I think when you put the shades on it, it sells her as the head sculpt. I think without the shades, it's a little bit harder. But yeah, pretty nice. And then we've got a real surprise that I don't think anybody was really anticipating coming, which is the Batman from Batman Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller version of old Bats. This just came totally left field, really. So, as you know, Hot Toys predominantly go for lifelike, movie accurate kind of figures, but they really are starting to dip the toes into more comic book content, video game content, and things like that. They've got the Hono figures, which are kind of the low budget comic book characters, but we've started to see more expensive, high budget ones coming out. This is pretty cool, I have to say, and this might be blasphemy to a lot of people. That particular design of Batman never really did it for me.
I agree. Don't like it.
So I'm not going to rush to buy this. The face sculpts are pretty cool. The grinning sculpt is pretty cool. But yeah, I'm pleased to see they're starting to do more comic related properties. But then I'm going to need more cabinets. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Any of those jump out at you guys?
I really like that X-23, but I'm with Fuzzy here. I disagree as well. I think the face looks awesome. Yeah, she is quite. Yeah, it is good. It is a good head sculpt. There's no denying that. James, you've got a couple of Spider-Man 2 figures. Take it you're not going to pick this one up.
I just have the symbiote one. That's my Spider-Man 2 representation, so I'm not going to get this one. I do like it in the game because it's like I was curious how they were going to get you to keep your spider like symbiote powers. So like they give you the white suit towards the end. So I'm like, that's cool. So I like it as I like the design, but nah, I have my Spider-Man 2 thing already. So
Good stuff. Good stuff. Indie.
So this just came out on Friday. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. So this is the Xbox. Xbox published Indiana Jones game. It's been in the works for a while. It's by Machine Games, who did the Wolfenstein games. Reviews are out. It's getting pretty much 9s across the board. So like, apparently it's fantastic. So yeah, I've watched a bit of gameplay of it, seen a few reviews, and it's coming to PlayStation next year, I think. So I'm excited for that. But it's if you have an Xbox or PC, it's out now. Looks very cool. First person, you know, you can go around to like punch ups, and people are saying it's like if you've been disappointed by the kind of recent movies, like the last 2 movies, that this is like a real classic Indiana Jones adventure to go on. So like it seems like Xbox has got their Uncharted now, you know.
I've seen a side by side with the movie and the game, and it looks pretty much identical. So
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah, there's I think the opening recreates the Raiders opening. I think.
Okay. I was going to say, ironically, some of these images look better than the CGI in that friggin' movie.
Oh, they really do, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially that running on the train, but you know, yeah. So like, I don't have an Xbox. If this was staying exclusive to Xbox, I probably might have gotten an Xbox just to play this. But it's coming to PlayStation next year, so it's only
Nice.
exclusive. So I'll get that. But one bit of information I remember I heard this a while ago, and I kind of forgot about it. But Tony Todd is in the game as one of the main villains. So he's unfortunately passed away a couple of weeks ago. So I think that's nice. Like, see him kind of do like I think he's like a henchman kind of thing in it. So like I'd be interested to see that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this.
Yeah, good stuff. I fancy an indie game, actually. I wouldn't mind to go with that.
James,
You have an Xbox, don't you?
Yes.
You have PC though. You can play it on PC.
I've got a PC. I think Thomas has got an Xbox
I was
One.
going to say you got an Xbox and a PS at the same Christmas, right? Last year.
Yeah, we did. You're right. I think Thomas got whatever the latest Xbox is, and I got the
Let's
PS.
get it, and then I can play it
32 or whatever it
when
is.
I'm over in your house.
James, have you not got a decent PC?
No, I use a Mac, man. I can't even fucking stream games on this thing.
Oh, you can't play games on it.
No, I have an emulator that's about as high. I've not tried it like any other. I don't have Steam or Epic Store or
right.
anything on it. So yeah, no, I'll wait for the PlayStation version.
Good stuff. Now, Sorrel wanted to mention this. I don't know much about this. I know this is the HasLab Ecto 1. I can't remember what the... it's not just called Ecto 1. It's called something edition, isn't it? Can't remember what it is. But basically, this is now being fully funded. So pretty cool if you're into that kind of stuff. Any of you guys in on this?
No.
No.
No, me neither.
I get why people like it, but we've had plenty of toy cars of this in the past, and I know I'm probably not the right fan because I'm about to say, but those are good enough for me.
Yeah.
I can have that on my shelf and not need to pay out all the money for this.
Yeah, it doesn't jump out. I mean, I haven't, to be fair, I haven't got an Ecto 1 in my collection. If I was going to get one, I'd probably be looking for a vintage original.
I got the Lego one.
Yeah. See, I couldn't be bearing Lego. But no, yeah, good news for those that want it, that this is fully funded. Jack's just saying about the indie game, massive shock how good this looks. I don't think anyone had faith in it, even though they've got a good track record of games. I just think how bad the last 2 movies have been has put a dampener on it. Absolutely, Jack. Glad it's been given good reviews. HasLab are so disappointing to me. Very few ever blow me away. I agree with that, Fuzzy. They feel a bit flat to me. I quite like the Proton pack they did.
I like
haven't seen that.
Galactus. Galactus was
Yeah, I
good.
missed that. I missed out on that. Do you know what I mean? That was before I kind of got into
Yeah.
toys.
See,
again.
I was put off by getting Galactus because of the problems with the Sentinel figure that came before.
Yeah. The
Um,
Unicron before that was even sexier. I mean, that was immense. I would have liked that.
And I was disappointed that Ranicore never actually made it. You know, I think they should really put that back up from the Star Wars section.
The what?
Ranicore, the
Rancor.
Rancor.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't
Don't
get through that one.
leave him
Simon.
alone.
Yeah,
Bite
I
my
wasn't
tongue.
sure if I'd
Bite my
misheard.
tongue on that.
Yeah, that one. I can't believe that one didn't get through, Simon. I would have thought
Mm.
that would have been a popular one with the Star Wars nerds out there.
It didn't.
Um,
Yeah.
Unicron was an absolute boss. Absolutely, mate. It looked phenomenal. Luke, I've not seen this before, so tell us about this.
Yeah, so First of all, I just think it's ridiculous for the price. Other people might think differently, but for me, that's the biggest shock. It's from McFarlane Toys, and it's a scene from the original Joker movie. I just don't. The reason why I put it in here is because I don't get the price. You know, for 2 action figures and a really thin, flimsy diorama, I just don't see the value. I don't see the point in it. By all means, if anyone knows any more about it or why it should warrant that price, please let me know. But yeah, that's the main reason why I've put it in here. I don't see the value for money.
It's a silly price.
I mean, not even good figures either. I mean, that I presume that's meant to be what do you call him? Ah, my brain's gone blank.
De Niro.
The actor called De Niro. Yeah, the hands look horrific. Yeah, life-size props. It's a notepad, isn't it? I mean,
I mean, that's the process.
yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure it warrants a
I've seen better dioramas cheaper. That's the
Well,
thing.
that's the thing,
Yeah.
you know, custom dioramas. I buy plenty of them, and I don't pay anywhere near this price. You know, it's insane.
Is that everything you're getting with it, or we're not seeing something?
I believe so. Again, I don't know any more than what I saw. I was so shocked, and obviously I'm not going to buy one, but I thought it was worth highlighting because if anyone in the chat did know any more about it, I'm all ears. I want to know where the value is.
Is it a 17 plus purely because you get a toy gun with it?
Probably because they're not allowed to sell guns and stuff to children, are they? Like toy guns.
Yeah, 250 is obscene in my mind for that. I wouldn't be paying that. Anybody in the chat interested in this? I know anybody that's going to be picking it up. I think that's crackers. We've got GP. Nice to see you, GP. I hope you're well, bud. I hope you're well. We've got 18 people watching. Thank you so much, everybody. Please do hit that like and subscribe. And go check out my channel, Triple G Comics. Make sure you check out One Good Scare Show, Comic Lads Simon's YouTube and Instagram, and of course Hydra Collectibles, and give them all a sub and a like, please. Okay, moving on. This look, this is dog shit. 250 for
100%
that.
agree.
It just boggles my mind.
I'm
Which is
assuming
surprising. Which is surprising because McFarlane, I mean, in the last show we did, I was showing off, because I did your slides, I was showing off some of the McFarlane stuff, and the prices were incredible for McFarlane stuff. Whereas this just feels like a cash grab. Yeah. Interesting. Anyway, moving on. Any guess whose slide this was?
Andy's.
Joyce Pete, isn't it?
Anybody want to talk about Stumble Guys?
I don't even know what they are.
Something to do with Barbie.
I don't
Barbie
know.
Stumble Guys.
Is it like a Barbie Roblox sort of mash?
Simon, you're asking the wrong man. This is not in my wheelhouse. I'll not be buying these.
They're limited edition though.
They look like collectibles. You know how like the bear collectibles are, the Brit Bear.
Yeah.
I bet they'll be highly collectible.
I wonder, is Stumble Guys some kind of a video game?
So I
Yeah.
did look at this for Sorrel. Stumble Guys is like a wider brand, and Barbie's kind of. I presume this is Barbie's coming to the Stumble Guys franchise or whatever. You know, listen. If anybody knows in the chat what the shit this is all about, let we know, because I'm out of my depth here. I'm sure Sorrel will fill it in next time.
Yeah, it's a mash. Stumble Guys, like you said. Yeah.
Simon, these
Yes.
now.
Now.
These haven't got the
Now.
names on, so this is going to be interesting. But these are sexy. Go
They
for
are.
it, Simon.
I'm going to go for it. Okay. So this is a new BAF set that got announced by Hasbro Pulse. It's a big set, and in the middle, the BAF is Nemesis. So a really cool figure.
Is it? Is it, Simon?
I think so. I like it.
No, it's not. It's Holocaust, mate. Holocaust.
Oh, I thought it says Nemesis.
That was a bit harshly said.
No, that's Holocaust.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's okay.
From
Maybe it
Age of
is.
Apocalypse.
Maybe it is, but you don't need
From
to
Age
talk
of
to him like he's
Apocalypse.
a...
That's Holocaust. Oh, James is gone. That's Holocaust, mate.
Okay. Anyway, we do have.
But it's a very cool figure. I have
It's a
to
very
say.
cool figure. It's a very cool figure. We do have Nightcrawler in there.
Yeah.
We do have Wolverine and Gambit, which I do know. There is a Cyclops and a Marrow. Then there's Acolyte and Husk are the other two characters that I'm not very familiar with, obviously. So yeah, so they are the Bath set.
So the Husk figure in particular is really cool. So Husk is Paige Guthrie, Guthrie, I think she's pronounced, who's Cannonball's sister, but she activates her powers by tearing off her skin. So the figure itself, as you can see there, has got this kind of effect where it's ripping the skin from her face.
Is
I
this the
think
one we
that's
said
incredible.
if you could share a room with someone? Is that her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I
So, yeah.
like that Wolverine though. I've always liked that costume design for him.
Yeah, I like that costume design.
So
The I think you said Acolyte, which is, I think he is an Acolyte, but I think that's Fabian Cortez. So
Okay.
again, pretty cool character as well. And you've got Marrow down the bottom there. I'm interested in that figure because her bones kind of pull out of her. So it'll be interesting to see if those kind of swords actually slot into her in some way. But yeah, very cool figures.
Really cool sets, I think. Yeah. We also then got announced Warbird, the Dark Avengers Warbird. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. And then obviously Red Hulk for the new Brave and the New World. So Brave New World from Captain America. And then Professor Xavier without the wheelchair for the Uncanny X-Men set. So
I like that Xavier as well. I like that Xavier. It's interesting, mind, that we've got the Warbird version from Dark Avengers, because I don't know. I'm thinking the MCU are going to go down a Dark Avengers route, so it's interesting that they've chucked her in there with the Dark Avengers box art and all the rest of it. So that's an interesting one. Yeah, some pretty cool figures there. I like those. Any of you guys interested in any of those?
I would have been. The problem is I've given up on Marvel Legends. I was going to say the same with Simon's previous slides. Like, I've been waiting for years for that Chameleon figure, and now it's too late. I've moved
too
on.
late.
Probably still pick it up for my boy though. I'm sure he'll like it because that's where they've all gone. I've given them to him.
Yeah. Kevin's correcting. Holocaust has definitely been rebranded to Nemesis. I've seen it in other Lines games also. Nemesis is
okay.
Do you mind? Nemesis is Apocalypse's other son. He's got two sons,
Right.
Holocaust and Nemesis. I don't know if Nemesis becomes Holocaust in the Age of Apocalypse, but that's definitely the Holocaust version. But very cool.
I trust Simon's research.
Yeah.
No, I think
Nemesis.
I think Kevin's right. I think you were wrong, Peter, and I think you should apologize to Simon.
Simon, if I'm wrong, I deeply apologize.
That's
deeply
not an
apologize.
apology. You say if I'm wrong. You say Simon, I was wrong.
Deeply
I'm sorry.
apologize, Simon. Simon, I'm apologizing here for you, mate.
Buy him a kebab.
I'll buy you a
day kebab.
Yeah, we'll have a date. We'll have a date.
A pizza day kebab next to the crows.
Couple more action figures, 1/6 scale figures. We'll start at the cowboy version of Deadpool. We're going to be seeing these coming out of the woodwork from all third-party figures, I think. So this is the cowboy Deadpool. It looks pretty cool. I quite like that. Down below, we've got Rick from Rick and Morty. This is by Present Toys. You get the two different head sculpts.
It's an interesting one, isn't it?
Looks weird.
Weird, that
I
is.
sort of
don't
like
that.
the idea though of doing like a realistic looking Rick and Morty. I think that's fun. And then
Yeah, I don't
giving
think
the
he'd
option
look
to
like
have
that though.
Well, that's an interpretation, isn't it? That's like how.
It just looks odd to me. When you've got the cartoon head on the normal body, it looks weird. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. Then we've got a figure that I just wasn't anticipating at all. Free Guy. I mean, that film was about 3-4 years ago, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a sequel coming out or something, which has prompted them to go for that.
He did.
So. I just.
Sean Levy, who directed that, did Deadpool and Wolverine as well. So.
It's
Right.
just because the popularity, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I'm a bit sick of him, but
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and do you know what, Luke? Every film I see with him, he plays the same. He plays Ryan Reynolds.
he's just the same. Yeah, he's the same person in
Yeah.
everything. Like, and he's the line between him and the character of Deadpool is non-existent anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Then we've got Card Master, which is the Gambit figure based on Channing Tatum. This is interesting. I've got the So Toys Gambit, which is superb. This one looks interesting. I think the head sculpt's pretty good. We are going to be getting a Hot Toys one soon anyway. But if you want a cheaper version, this is pretty good. I quite like that. So yeah, a couple more third-party interesting figures. Mr. Keegan.
So some From Software news. Sony is in talks to buy From Software's parent company. So From Software is the developers of Elden Ring. They also did the Bloodborne series, Dark Souls, Demon Souls, all those. So like probably at this point like the most critically acclaimed video game studio. So the parent company, it's worth I think $2 billion or something like that. So Sony wants to buy like 70% of the stock basically to take control of the company. So presumably that would mean their games being PlayStation exclusive going forward. So that would be a big hit, I think, for Xbox. Like these games have like a huge cultural following. You know, like they are lauded. They sell very well. It would be a system seller, so I think it's a shrewd move for Sony. I'd really like to see it because Sony owns Bloodborne, so to have them do another Bloodborne game, I think would be really cool. And there's speculation of that because Sony's put out a trailer for PlayStation's 30th anniversary. Just kind of like a cut together thing, and it ends on a shot of Bloodborne. It says it's about persistence. So people are speculating, are we going to get a sequel announcement soon? And From Software has a habit of announcing games at the Game Awards, which are in a couple of days. So maybe this is all falling into place for that. You know, I think it'd be really cool. Be a big good move for Sony, I think, though. Whether Sony like handles them well, I don't know. But yeah, they're an incredibly talented studio, so I think it would be good to get them on board.
Nice. Very interesting. Look pretty cool. Okie dokie, good stuff. Thank you, James.
That's
Luke.
not my side.
No, this is you,
mine.
Luke. Yeah.
Yeah.
You nick my SH Fig Arts now.
Well, I knew you were going to cover Hasbro, and I knew there was loads with Hasbro stuff.
I got covering SH Fig Arts as well, but luckily I haven't done this.
Do you
one.
have this one on your slides?
No.
Right, then
No.
shut up. No, only joking. Again, this is one of my favorite characters that we've ever had. Like my favorite version of Spider-Man, of Peter Parker Spider-Man, and I love the look of this figure. But again, I cannot justify that price point, and I get it. I understand that SH Fig Arts are expensive; they're up there. But yeah, I don't. It's such a shame because this is the sort of stuff that I want from Hasbro. This is the sort of stuff that I want them to give us, and they just don't do it. Why can't they give us soft goods? Why can't they give us like little accessories like the baby of Mayday Parker and stuff like that? It's just such a shame. I get that SH Fig Arts is about articulation, and a lot of that is better. But why isn't companies like Hasbro and Mattel's and all that lot doing more? I'm quite upset that these price points are so high.
It will come down though, Luke. A lot of SH Fig Arts, they're always high when they release, and then I've seen them drop and drop and drop. So.
I think again, it's because I feel like my attitude towards toys is changing now that my son is getting more into it himself, and so I want him to be able to play with something that if he breaks it, it hasn't cost me 150 quid. It's he sees this stuff and he wants to play with it, and I want him to be able to, because I think a lot of the stuff when you walk around the toy shops nowadays, it's crap. I want him to have something decent.
Yeah, very, very true. Very true. The prices on these seems pretty high, but I mean, I do like the look of the figure. I
was really excited to see it, and then I was immediately put off by the price. It took me a while to find the price. I saw the pictures first.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. Nice. Sorry, got a frog in my throat. Good stuff. Just going back to your slides, Simon, with the Holocaust figure. Well, all right. So the character's originally called Nemesis, but that's not what he looks like. So Nemesis is son of Apocalypse with long blonde hair. He then gets killed and transformed and becomes Holocaust, which looks very similar to that, but a slightly different color change. That was during Age of Apocalypse. He then transfers into the regular Marvel universe and becomes part of the Age of Apocalypse saga, where I believe Marvel think having a character called Holocaust might be a little bit in bad taste. So he gets renamed Genocide. So there you have it. That's the history of Nemesis the way through to Genocide.
Simon, what does it say when it says
Nemesis
on the box?
So it says Nemesis on the
box.
Yeah, and there's absolute hell on about it. So all the geeks are mobilizing, telling Marvel Legends that they've got the wrong frigging character name.
So Simon was right, though.
Well, we're all right.
They're
Jim.
both right, James. They're
Well,
both
well,
right.
They're both
Yeah,
right.
yeah. See, Fuzzy says, I love that Peter had to have that sort of respect. for pettiness.
He's been
Absolutely.
focused on, he's listened to nobody for the last 5 minutes. He's just
No, I mean, you talked some shite about games. I don't know what you were on about.
what you said.
talked about
I
money.
talked about a
Yeah.
company buying another company, and you said,
Did you?
That looks good, and you moved on.
probably right, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I talked about a game that was
Yeah.
announced or something.
James, shut up and get back on your telephone. Come on. Right, Simon,
Right.
is this you?
Yes,
Is this you?
yes, it is. SH Fig Arts, my only one. So this is some new ones. SH Fig Arts. So I'll start at the top. So that's SH Monster Arts, which is obviously the parent company of SH Fig Arts. So we have another Godzilla, which looks really cool. I don't know what version that is. I don't know the different versions of Godzilla. I know it's one of the later ones, not one of the newer ones. And then this I don't know what that other character is. Good. I can't remember.
I was really hoping
Anyway.
you was going to tell me that character because I've got
Yeah.
I've got an old toy. It's
You've got an
like
old
it's just
toy.
like
That was
it's like a almost like a phone type thing, but I've never known what to list it as on eBay because I don't know its name. But it looks like that one.
I know
Sorry,
it begins
Simon,
with
I'm
G.
lost again. Which one are we looking at?
The one on the left, the top
The-
left.
The yellow costume thing.
Yeah.
The right, top right.
Is that not the kiddie version of the guy down below with the hair?
Goku.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Goku.
that's Goku. I'm still on about the Godzilla one and the bad Godzilla.
He means top
Yeah.
left.
Right, I've got it here. I knew it began with G. It's called
So not the one in the yellow costume.
no. I did say left, top left.
Yeah, but
No, but then I said the one in the yellow
costume. He
yes.
said yeah.
So it's Gidan is the other bad Godzilla. So
Armadillo looking thing.
yeah, armadillo looking thing. Yeah, that's called Gidan. Or
Well, I got a
Gidan.
cheaper one of those going up on eBay now.
So yeah, but these are quite expensive figures, or all SH figures, like you say, are expensive. There's a new Dragon Ball Z show out called Dragon Ball Z Daiyama, which is on Crunchyroll and on Netflix. So these figures all to the top, and it is about Goku, and they use the Dragon Balls and they shrink them down as kids. So it's quite a really fun. Like all of them are like shrunk down as kids. So the characters wise, you've got Pansy, you've got Supreme Kai, and the other guy is called, I remember, Glorio. So yeah, so that's cool.
This is Simon prepared, Peter.
It
This
is me
Simon prepared.
And then we have one of my favorite animes, which is Hunter x Hunter, which is Gon and Killua here coming out. So yeah,
I didn't understand that last couple sentences, to be honest.
you didn't
Right.
understand
And
Hunter x
Killier or
Hunter.
something. I don't know what you said.
Gon and Killua.
Okay, the character names.
Yeah, character names. So his name, the one in the green is called Gon, the other one's called Killua.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
For clarifying that.
I came downstairs last night to my son watching what can only be described as some kind of animated animal porn, I think, about some kind
And
of
you outed him on the live stream.
yeah, some kind of wolf man thing, and it was all very dramatic. And now you will see why I am the wolf. And it attacked this bloke and ripped its throat out. And he told us it was phenomenal, but I didn't understand what I was watching, Simon. So I'll
Okay.
send you the name, and you and Pete, when you do your anime show, can perhaps enlighten
Talk
me.
about-
I'm not coming on the show, but you can perhaps enlighten me
I'm gonna bring
about,
you on.
about what this is. All right, because
Yeah.
it was pretty disturbing. I have to
Okay.
say, they were undressing.
Was
a
it on
cat
normal
woman or
like
something.
Netflix or something then, or was it?
Netflix, I think.
No.
Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah. Moving on. Oh, it is sexy. This is die cast Iron Patriot. I don't have one of these in my collection, and I particularly do like this costume design. I prefer it as the Norman Osborn version, I have to say. But I think this is pretty cool looking. Like I say, die cast, so it's a chunky monkey, got a bit of weight to it. I always enjoy the die cast figures. The shield is magnetic, so it clips on his wrist and on his back and all over the place. You've got two different chest armor designs. You've got the traditional Iron Man kind of triangle, and then you've got the star design. I think this is really nice. This is going to be pricey. This is going to probably be in the region of 350 quid. But I have to say, I am tempted. I am tempted by this one. That's it, JP. See, JP knows his stuff, Simon. Why would he? Beast Stars. That's exactly what he said. He took me head off. The Beast Stars is amazing.
I've not actually watched that one, so that's why I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, Iron Patriot. Really, really liking this. Fuzzy repainted Iron Man. Tat. Fair enough, Fuzzy.
If it came with a Norman Osborn head,
yeah,
I
I'm
think
thinking
that'd be
that.
amazing.
That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, but yeah, I like this one. I'm trying to cut down on me Hot Toys, but I'll be thinking about this one probably.
Did you not just say you impulse bought Batman Gotham by Gaslight figure like in the last couple of days?
Yeah, but that's like even less than half the price of this.
The real question is, what are you replacing it with? Because you're not going to stop spending.
Well, it's just I've got that much to spend on. So yeah, not sure. We can't possibly still be talking about this game, James.
This is going to be the last time I ever talk about this game.
James, it was a flop of a game. Can't we just leave it alone?
Well, do you know what? It's funny because Rockstar decided to do the same thing. So this is season 4 of Suicide Squad. Deathstroke is coming to the game, and this has been announced as being the last bit of DLC for this game. And support is ending in January, so the game will still be playable. The servers will still be online, but they're not going to be updating the game. There's not going to be any more characters, DLC, story missions, anything like that. So gameplay. When this was announced, there was no gameplay. Gameplay just came out like an hour before we went live, so the character's launched. It actually looks fun to play as him. I think the costume design is cool. Like all the other costume designs look terrible, but this guy looks cool and character people wanted. So it's unfortunate that it's just too late at this point. Like the game is dead. So like there's just no recovering. So I think it's nice that at least Rocksteady can just kind of move on. This was a colossal embarrassment for
draw a line under it and move on.
Yeah. So the game I think is 95% off currently on the PlayStation Store. So if you want it, it's a $5 at a $10. I'll get it. It'll be free probably in a month or two, so I'll get it then. But yeah, fucking yeah.
Is this nearly your last slide, Keegan, or
my last what?
Slide.
I love the way Simon's now referring to you as Keegan because he thinks Fuzzy does. That's cool.
Why do you ask?
Oh, Keegan, is this your last slide?
I have one more. Are you not enjoying my slides, Simon?
Yeah, they're okay. I've got some gaming notes anyway, so.
Okay, cool.
Let's move on.
That's Deathstroke, so that's a good character. I like that character.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Look.
Lord of the Rings, Diamond Select. Yeah, I had all the old Lord of the Rings toys, which I think were made originally by Toy Biz a long time ago. And I had loads of that sort of stuff just kicking around that I just used to use as fodder for kit bashing and making other things. Because believe it or not, it's been only recently that I've ever watched Lord of the Rings, but I really enjoyed it.
Great 3 films.
So
I like the Hobbits as well. Yeah,
I haven't seen
guys-
those yet. I haven't
you
seen
guys-
those yet.
Lord of the Rings is great though.
But I
Hobbits
think
were
it was last Christmas or maybe the year before that I actually sat down and watched the whole of Lord of the Rings
I can't
extended
believe it's that
versions.
recent. For me, it was a childhood thing. Like I grew up watching Lord of the Rings. Like that was in there with Star Wars and Marvel as like an obsession.
Have you seen the trailer for the animated thing coming out at Christmas?
I was going to say the War of Ronin.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Take a very anime kind of style in it.
Yeah,
It is anime, yeah.
It's supposed to be okay. Not great, but like not that bad. So
It's not out yet.
And Viggo Mortensen's in talks to come back as Aragorn for the Gollum movie.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. See how that goes.
Yeah. Interesting. So are these re-releases then?
So it's not re-releases; they're completely redone. So these ones are done by Diamond Select as opposed to Toy Biz, and I presume that they've got better faces, better articulation.
I was
Everything
going
else.
to ask,
They're
are
more
these
modern.
the new ones or are these the old ones?
These are the new ones, I think.
Because that Gandalf looks ropey.
Yeah.
I'm wondering about Gandalf's eyes. What's he doing with his
Yeah.
hand? He looks like
He
he's.
looks like he's melting. Like,
He looks like he's about to.
yeah. Legolas looks good. I think Aragorn looks good. Gimli looks good. I can't tell if that's supposed to be Frodo or Pippin. There,
I don't
Yeah,
know.
It's more
which
like
one is
Pippin.
it?
Yeah.
To be honest, I'll be honest with you guys. I really struggled with this month. I really struggled to find anything that I wanted to talk about toy-wise because there just isn't much.
Oh,
As I say every time, 5 slides maximum. Don't feel you've got to do 5 slides, but maximum 5. James.
Hang on. Simon did say that he put a gaming slide in here. So are we just? Is it just a fucking free for all now? Is it you can just put whatever you want?
I don't think Simon has put a gaming slide. I think he's just
just
trying to
put it
wind
in.
you up. I think what he's doing, James, is you are so easy to wind up. I think it's the Irish temperament that
I'm
you know
cool.
he's just
Come on,
he's just
man. I'm just-
poking the bear.
No,
you know what I mean?
I was genuinely just curious what he put in the thing. Like, at least someone will talk other than me about the gaming things.
Yeah.
You know. Be nice.
Who slides this one? Is this yours, Simon?
It's mine. Yeah.
Is
It's
this your
always-
gaming slide? Is this your gaming slide?
Nah,
Hiya.
no. Hiya Toys have released Mecha Godzilla, not Mecha Godzilla, Mecha Godzilla and King Kong, but, from the King Kong movie with his arm. So, and they're a lot cheaper than SH Monster Arts, so they're worth getting and picking up, and they're more detailed. Like I have a King Kong, and this one looks a lot better. So.
I like that. I do like the Kong. Just it's from a cack film. So
Yeah, it was cat film. I would never actually. I got the new Godzilla that you got behind you, and I would never get the one with his pink thing. I'm just not interested. So
why? Because it's pink, Simon. That's a little bit sexist.
yeah, I know.
Does that glove come completely off, and can you just have a regular Kong, or is that molded
I
onto
would
the
guess
arm
it.
itself?
I guess it would come off. It looks.
I
Like
don't think looking at it, I don't think it
It
does.
doesn't
I
come
mean,
off. That's molded on.
Yeah, you've got the hands, so
Yeah, but that's his left hand on one
That's
side.
for
and
that's
right
the
hand
poses
is-
for the hands, isn't it? The gripping
Yeah.
hands and everything.
Nah, I think it's molded on.
Yeah.
I just saw Fuzzy's. I just burst into laughter when I saw this. The sheriff with Simon said, "Do they have the Vendebles?"
Yeah. Nice slide. Simon, I like your slide. It's nice. It's nice.
thank you.
This is breaking news. These are out over the last 2 days or so. So we've got an artisan Moon Knight with a very nice head sculpt of, remind us of his name, something Isaac?
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
So that's with rooted hair. I think that head sculpt is freaking phenomenal.
Amazing.
Bear in mind, they've already done this figure. So all you're getting new with this figure is that head sculpt. And then again, Hot Toys releasing a Mr. Knight figure. This is not got rooted hair, it's just got your standard plastic hair. I think the face sculpt's weaker on that one. Why they're putting these 2 figures out now is beyond. I don't understand it. I can't.
Yeah.
I mean,
You would
the
think-
Moon Knight figure didn't sell particularly well.
Exactly.
so-
Anyone who wants one has one now. And
Yeah.
then there's also a very good third-party option for Mr.
Yeah.
Knight.
yeah, I've got
What
it.
money are you
Yeah.
gonna make on that? Exactly what money are you going to make on that?
So it just feels a bit strange that I've decided to push
You-
these out.
Do you think that it's just stock that they already had because they had to order a certain amount to get it made in the first place, and they just didn't sell?
No, I think they've probably. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Look, I think they've getting the artisan head sculpt finally sorted, and they've just decided to buy it. I think that head sculpt should have come out 2 years ago, whenever it was when they released the first figure. Just they didn't have the technology sorted and all the rest of it, because the rooted hair is a relatively new kind of move for them. I just don't see people rushing to buy this. That said, I do think that head sculpt is absolutely amazing. But I'm with Fuzzy here, who wants a Moon Knight not in the mask. I quite often think that with some of these figures, I wouldn't have them unmasked, regardless of how good the head sculpts are. So yeah, I've got both of those figures. I've got the original Hot Toy Moon Knight, which I have to say is a phenomenal figure, and I've got the third party Mr. Knight, and I've also got the third party Khonshu, which is friggin' huge. So yeah, I'm happy with them. I'll not be picking those up. Buzz off now. Buzz off. I'm collecting the Masters of the Universe figures from Mondo. I've got a fair few of them. I've passed on a couple of them recently. I've just got in hand video out now on my channel of my Mondo Lino, which is absolutely spectacular. And now this bad boy's come along. This is a 10-day limited time release. It's up for about $265. You get a whole host of head sculpts with him, a javelin weapon, and some other bits and bobs. I don't think I like it, so I won't be jumping in on this one. I don't know what it is about him.
Is it a character that you like, though?
He's a good. I mean, this. I think. Do you know what, James? I have to be honest. This is my issue, because normally I'm an all-in kind of buyer, but space is a premium, and with Masters of the Universe and with Thundercats, there's that many characters I could just collect forever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of now trying to limit myself to characters that I really, really love. I do like Buzz-Off, but I'm not willing to sacrifice shelf space for a Triclops or something like that may be coming down the line. Do you know what I mean? Or a Roboto or something like that. No, I'm not. So this is a one I think I'm quite happy to just leave on the shelf at the moment. And the thing with these figures is sometimes they get released as a non-exclusive release, which is about $30-40 cheaper. So I might go for that further down the line. I don't know. Luke, I know you're a Masters fan. What do you think of that design?
I think you're showing a lot of restraint, because my biggest trouble here, and I do this a lot, particularly with things like Mythic Legions, for example, is I would rather have it and then sell it on later if I change my mind, because the fact that it's limited and the fact that you have to make that decision now, I'm weak. I would much rather have the item, even if I buy it and I leave it in the box until I'm ready to open it. So, like, for example, NECA done the Last Ronin Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but they only released 2 of the Turtles, and then we had to wait for the other 2 to be released. Well, I ordered those, and I've kept them in the box until I get the other 2, because that's the only way I'm going to open them up and display them and enjoy them when they're all together. And if I change my mind in between, where I decide I'm not going to get those 2, I can still sell these ones new in box. Yeah. So I think you're showing a lot of restraint, because I think he looks incredible. I think he looks awesome. If I had the space and the money, I would have that entire line. As you know, I've only got the Battle Cat.
Yeah,
that's all I've got in that scale. But I think these things look absolutely phenomenal. I love them.
They are nice. They are nice figures. Jack's asking how many of them. I think, oh, Christ, how many have I got? I think I must have about 10 or so, but there are about 15 or 20 different ones out. The last release was Orko, which I picked up. I passed on the Teela. I passed on the Scareglow.
Did you pass on the Panther? Did you get the Panther?
Yeah, I didn't get Panther. I'm not that connected to Panther. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, no, I passed on Panther as well. That's the poorest Master of the Universe one I've seen yet. He needs bigger eyes. You do get 3 other head sculpts, Fuzzy. And I think for me, the wings, I don't know, the wings don't sell it for us. They really do look, and it sounds ridiculous to say, but they look like toy wings. You know what I mean?
I think I'm a lot more connected to Buzz-Off, because like he was a peg warmer back in the day. Like every kid was able to get a Buzz-Off figure because it was the only one still available in stock. So there's a lot of nostalgia there. Like I really like the character. I think it was the 2000X line had an amazing Buzz-Off action figure, albeit that it was only 6 inches. Like it was a small scale figure. But yeah, I love it. I think.
Chris is saying, why don't Mondo do seamless? They just don't, mate. They go for a more, unlike kind of Hot Toys where they've got cloth accessories and things like that in the go for that seamless look. Mondo go for an enlarged action figure. That's their selling point, really.
For these brands though, like I have a Kratos, which is very much like a Hot Toys-esque, like with fabric and like they hide the kind of joints and stuff like that. But like with these kind of cartoon, or like retro kind of IPs, I think that's very much like they don't they even have like head sculpts that match like the toys from back in the day, or like certain swords that look like the old ones. Yeah,
so with this, like I say, you got I think it's 3 or 4 head sculpts, and one of them is very much similar to the toy head sculpt, and you get an axe that you used to get with the original figure. Yeah. Dr. Von Hoot's talking about Transformers 1, which is a phenomenal film. It's a better story, JP, rather than a string of action sequences and cool music, of course. Transformers 86 is still my absolute favourite film. Sadly, Transformers 1 bombed at the box office. It didn't do very well at all, which is really sad because I'd hoped it would make a lot of money, but it is a very good film. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Okay, Rivals. This seems to be making lots of noise at the moment.
Yeah,
It
this
is,
just
yeah.
came out. This is the new Marvel like per PvP game. So it's I think five players a team, multiplayer thing. It looks very cool. I haven't had a chance to play it. Yeah, I believe it's on everything. So it's on PlayStation. Is it Simon? Have you had a go with this?
It's on everything. Yeah, you can get PC, Xbox, PlayStation.
Because I know there was like a Star Wars one a few months ago. You were into the Star Wars Hunter.
Yeah, that was only on like you could get it mobile. That was really mobile, and then
that's on the consoles. Yeah,
that's not as big.
So is this free, or do you buy it?
This is free.
It's free to play. So, but the monetization. So if you want extra costumes, like
it's basically they said it's a rip-off of Overwatch. So
I remember
Overwatch.
Yeah.
So the gameplay is a bit like that, Overwatch, but with third-person Marvel figures. Everyone seems to be playing Jeff. Obviously, Jeff the Shark is massive in popularity after this. So
yeah, his first appearance has gone through the roof.
And
I don't know Jeff
the
Shark.
memes.
What's Jeff the Shark from?
He's a. Is he? I don't know much about him. I don't know if he's a Spider-Verse kind of variant thing, or Gwen's. I don't know. He's something to do with Spider-Verse, but he's Jeff the Shark, and his first comic book appearance. I'm sure was he not a Venom thing or something? I can't remember. If you know in the comments, let me know what Jeff the Shark actually is, or what comic he's related to.
He's really good in it. And the characters got a good ult ability. So they all have Overwatch. They all have ults. So you've got Punisher in it, you've got Scarlet Witch in it, you've got Magneto. And what I like about it, other characters.
Yeah, so you've played it, have you?
I've not. I played a little bit of it,
okay.
But I've been watching a lot on YouTube and Instagram as well of streamers playing it. And like Rocket Raccoon will give extra ammo to the Punisher and other characters, so other characters synergize with other characters.
Yeah, you'll be able to, I'd imagine. I know Wolverine is in it. I don't think Colossus is, but you'll get to do a fastball special.
Hulk's in it, a lot of the main ones.
Designs are interesting. Like they're on the top right there. That's the Punisher, so he's like almost Hulk sized. Like, and then there's a very weird. I was gonna put a slide in. I forgot to. Wolverine design is sort of strange, but like if you don't like the designs, there's alternate costumes. To play with, so it people love it. It's doing very well, and I think like 10 million players on the first 2 days, which is
it's growing. It's
crazy.
That's what people are saying. It's knocking Overwatch off,
Yeah,
I'll check this out. I'll check this out. I think. Von Hoot's confirming Jeff the Land Shark. His first appearance is West Coast Avengers, and he's Gwenpool's pet. Okay. Interesting. Good stuff. I'll check this out. It'll be good if this is on free on all kinds of systems.
Have a go together.
Let's all try and download it and have a go together.
That sounds good.
And just to say, we've got Tragedy Tales in the house. Nice to see you, mate. And we've got Rod. Always a pleasure to see you, Rod. I hope you're well, my friend. Luke, I think this is you.
It is, yeah. This was a very last-minute slide that I was able to send over to Peter because I actually had less than 5 slides. Sorry, guys. But yeah, sticking with Indiana Jones that was mentioned earlier with the video game. This is from Mezco. This is the 1/12 scale Indiana Jones action figure with soft goods, and I think this looks really good. I wasn't able to find some very clear pictures on it. I had to take these from an Instagram post as a screenshot. But this looks absolutely superb, and I'm glad that I hesitated and didn't purchase those Hasbro ones from last year, because this is the one now that I would like on my shelf. This is the one that I want to get for my collection. I've got a couple of these Mezco 1/12 figures, and they're really nice. I've got the Popeye one, and I've got a Planet of the Apes one. It's basically everything that you get with a 1/6 scale figure with all the soft goods and everything, just shrunken down so it fits amongst your normal action figures. So yeah, I don't know much about it other than these pictures, but I'm going to definitely look into getting myself one of these.
It's nice. I like it. You get some good accessories with it as well. Very cool. Very cool. I don't know what the price point on these is. I think I asked that.
They tend to be around £100, like 100, 120, 30. Like,
if that's real leather, I would say be on the higher end of that.
Yeah.
It's nice.
They are nice. They're worth it, I think.
Yeah. Cool. Simon.
So before I get into this, I've got some gaming news for you. So
Well, hang on. You've
Yeah.
had 6
You
slates.
can't-
Are you
can't
telling us you
pull-
want to add just random gaming stuff as well?
You
Because you
can't
don't
just
believe
fucking pull shit
you
out your
don't
ass,
believe
Simon.
Keegan's
on
done
the
enough
spot.
work
Yeah.
for his
Yeah.
gaming stuff.
No,
Is that
he
what you're
hasn't.
saying?
Go on, Simon.
Yeah,
What's your
basically.
gaming news?
So today you all need to go check out Secret Level on Amazon Prime, and it's done by the same studio that did Love, Death and Robots, which is phenomenal animation. Well, same studios because there's loads of them, and it's various games that they've done. They've released 8, and there's going to be releasing next week another 8.
Evidently, Simon has not watched the last couple of episodes that he was not on because I did, in fact, talk about
Oh,
this
you
show
did do
because
it.
Concord
Well,
has an episode.
It's just out today. It's out
yeah,
today.
it is
so-
out today.
and
It's
it
not,
is
apparently not very good.
I've watched them. They are phenomenal.
Yeah, but that's your opinion, Simon. Like, who's going to trust that? You know what I mean?
I'm just saying you need to watch them. 'cause they are
Critical
so good.
consensus is that it's like fine. I'll watch it. There's a PlayStation episode, so I'll watch that. It looks like it's like a PlayStation crossover kind of thing.
Yeah.
The Concord episode, just out of curiosity, I'll give that a go. But like, I'm not mad about.
Well,
like,
they've
some
got
of the
the
other
Dungeons
IPs.
and Dragons. They've got Armored Core with Keanu Reeves in it, which is
Yep.
obviously is
Saifu?
is a work one. Yeah, and
Saifu
Saifu's
is
a
a cool
good
game,
one.
yeah.
And
So Zelda one or something like that, is there?
not yet. I've not
No.
watched that Zelda one yet.
But there is
Pac-Man
one. is
one.
there?
Yeah, the Pac-Man one is dog shit. Yeah, I have to agree with that.
Okay.
So
Let's move on, Simon.
Okay.
Let's
Talk about your
let's
goddamn slides.
Take us through
So-
your bloody holiday snaps again.
So obviously, I went to Japan. These are some photos
Obviously.
from me going to Japan.
It's
not obvi- it's not
I thought you
obvious
meant
'cause
show
you-
us some pictures
yeah,
of France. You know
Because
what I
you're
mean?
not, because you're not in the photos. I don't think it's that
Yeah,
obvious. Simon, to
exactly.
be honest.
So some interest of toys when you're in Japan. There's a in Tokyo and Kyoto and Osaka. There's a shop called Mandrake, and they have a lot of toys. The one with the red cabinets. Very fascinating, amazing to go check out and see, like with all your old like Power Ranger toys and just really really cool like casings, and you'd be there forever just having a look. When I did go to Osaka, I went to the Godzilla sort of land theme park with the museum in it, and that's like a life-size Godzilla where they did the filming from. That one I actually zip lined through that Godzilla's head, so it was pretty cool and amazing. Definitely worth
Entered
going.
Godzilla's mouth.
I did. The zip line straight through it. And yeah, I highly recommend. It's off an island called Awaja Island, off Osaka.
It's called what?
I can't pronounce it. Iowa.
I love how defeated you sounded. when you said
I just love how open his mouth is when he does it. Hang on, Simon. Hang on. How do I get rid of me ugly fat face? I want to make Simon big. Come on, Simon. Let's go big. Oh, it's still me. Fuck's sake.
Got to put him in first place, right?
Yeah.
Do I? Oh, I'm pressing buttons and
for
it's
me.
all going shit up.
There we go.
Right, there we go. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It's like an old man with a remote.
we go.
Right, say it again, Simon. Look directly into the camera, Simon. And
Yeah.
Say it again.
Iowa.
Wow.
That's the money shot. Okay.
Iowa Island, just off Osaka, is where. Well, I went to Naruto land as well, which was there if you love Naruto. But this is just amazing to see if you're a Godzilla fan, and the museum's just brilliant to see. So
I have to say, I'm very jealous, Simon. I would love to go there and just have a look around. I am looking at your cabinets here, and I'm
Yes.
trying to see if there's much I can distinguish as to figures I would recognize and know, other than kind of, do you know what I mean? What jumped out at you? I mean, I'm seeing the Sun Man, which is a Masters of the Universe figure that, again, I'm not that familiar with. I know Luke's talked about it before.
Yeah, I put that on there because that was, it just showed out that you could be. The thing is, when you go to Japan, there's that many toys and figures. You could be there forever and ever. I didn't actually see a lot of Hasbro there. I saw there's a SH Fig Arts actual shop.
Uh-huh.
So when you get off the train, there's an actual full shop with all SH Fig Arts in. So
Cool,
that was pretty
cool.
cool to just go around and have.
But would you go back, Simon?
always. Japan's my favorite place in the world. So
I think it would just be cool to go in there and just appreciate the toy for being a toy. Like
Yeah.
even if you don't know what it's from, just finding something that you like and buying it, I think is going to be a cool experience.
I guess I'm wondering if these are old vintage toys. A lot of the in Von Hoot, if you're still in the chat, correct us if I'm wrong. All of the Transformer designs were based on original kind of Japanese, Chinese figures. So I'm interested to see if I had any vintage figures there. Like I would love to see
they
it
had
an original Prime. Do you know what I mean? Whatever he was called back in the day before he was Optimus Prime. So yeah, I'd like to see that kind of stuff. Good stuff, Simon. Thank you very much for sharing. Very interested, Simon. Very interested because you've not talked a lot about it.
I know. Also, Peter, one thing I did want to recommend. You didn't.
He's gone. He's gone again. He's on a bloody roll
You probably
now.
did it in the last show that I never got to see.
I'm not going to send slides anymore, Pete. I'll just riff whatever I want throughout the whole show. Skip in whenever, you know.
You did the Jinx 1/6 scale. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, phenomenal figure. It might just get me into 1/6 scale. That figure, but also Arcane.
I did message you and ask you, Simon, what you thought of it, and you said you weren't going to get it specifically because Jinx is not your favorite.
No, because there was when I
character.
first saw it, it wasn't the Hot Toys one. There was a knockoff version. So
yeah, but I told you there's a Hot Toys one.
I didn't realize there's a Hot Toys.
You're like, nah.
The Hot Toys one pretty decent. But anyway, Arcane is worth a massive watch for anyone who hasn't watched it yet. It is a phenomenal show. That much fact that IDMB have announced it's the only show that has got the second season. Every episode has got a 9 rating, which has beaten Breaking Bad on IDMB. Every show has got
IMDb. Is that the end of the Simon Variety Hour now? Is it?
Yeah,
Grants?
it is.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, I phased out there. What were you talking about? Toys or were you talking about TV shows?
Arcane is a show.
Arcane
based
is
on
a show.
Okay.
League of Legends.
League of Legends. You Jinx
Thank
is in it.
Thank you for that, Von Hoot convoy. I'd like to get an original convoy. I might have to look into that. Okay, chaps, listen. This has this has
said IMDb.
This has been a joy.
You didn't.
This has been a joy. It's been lovely to be back on screen with you, chaps. Just before we go, a couple of things coming up over on my channel. You got all my usual cack. So, Fuzzy, letting that one go. Fuzzy, I'm defeated, mate. I'm defeated. I don't have it in us anymore. So yeah, got all my usual stuff. Action figure reviews have done really well lately. The Thundercat one took off. So yeah, so doing really well with those. Please do check them out. Got lots of usual comic book content, which enable our watchers. And then January, we've got some new stuff coming. So please do check that out. We've got Killer Comic Show on Thursday night. Live at 9 o'clock, reviewing comics, talking all things comic book, a drama-free show. So please go and watch that. James, One Good Scare. What's happening on One Good Scare?
Well, we had One Good Scare live on Friday gone. So we talked about Heretic. We talked about Tony Todd, who sadly passed away. And some other bits of news, little news tidbits over that previous week or two. So we had that, and then our next I'll Be Right Back will be on Dog Soldiers. So we both watched it. We are going to record it soon, and that's I'm very interested to have a conversation with that one. Yeah. So that'd be good. And then we'll have a couple of Christmas. We'll have an end of the year best of 2024 video, and then a Christmas related one as well. So.
C4 Darkman, Mr. Heretic chat. You can catch it on the live show from Friday night, or I'm sure we'll be turning that segment into a short video.
I'll clip it and put that up in the next day or two.
Yeah. Good stuff. Simon, anything happening? Are you and GP doing any more anime shows?
Yeah, I'm going to speak with GP. We've had a little bit of break, but yeah, we will be doing more anime.
No, what you could do, Simon?
Yeah.
You and JP could do a show about your trip to Japan.
I could,
That'd be good.
It would be phenomenal, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I just wanted to point, I haven't done a This Is My. I need to do one of those with you.
Cancelled.
Oh,
No,
I love how he invited himself on as well. It's the funny thing.
In all seriousness, Simon, I've stopped doing that particular show for various reasons. But you know what? Just for you, Simon, I'd gladly bring it back and we can do a one. Let's talk about it after Christmas, say January time. Me and you could do a show. That would be fun. That would be fun.
Amazing.
Luke, anything coming up on Hydro Collectibles?
I'm sure there will be. Nothing at the moment. I've just been really busy. Just real life stuff has got in the way at the moment, so I haven't done anything on my channel for about a month. But I'm sure, at least during the Christmas holidays, if not shortly afterwards, I'll be back in full swing.
Good stuff. Look forward to that. This Friday, I am with Efren live at 8 o'clock, where we do our look ahead at the comics that are coming out in the next few months. So this time, we're going to be talking about all the books being released in February. We're going to be giving some reviews of some recent reads, talking about our favorite comic book covers and all that stuff. So that will be this Friday at 8 o'clock. Next Tuesday, it's our Christmas show. So we're going to try and squeeze a Christmas show in before Efren goes off on his holidays over the Christmas period. So that'll be a bit of a rundown of all the latest geeky news, some Christmas hijinks, fun games, and all the rest of it. We'll be inviting a whole host of people to join on that one. So that's 9 o'clock next Tuesday. So please make sure you check that out. Thank you so much to you guys as usual. I know we always have a bit of banter, but I love doing this show with you guys. It's always fun. And a massive thanks to everybody that's been in the chat watching tonight. You guys make it a really enjoyable experience. 20 people watching, which for my silly little channel is spot on. So thank you so much for that. Right, that's your whack. Thanks very much, everybody, and we'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye.